Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the action-packed world of tonight's SmackDown episode. Buckle up, because this episode was hotter than Paul Heyman's bald head in the summer sun. First up, the man, the myth, the legend, CM Punk. He made his grand entrance to a thunderous ovation in his hometown of Chicago. Seriously, the crowd went so wild I thought they were giving away free deep dish pizza. Punk, who's usually rocking it on Raw, decided to crash SmackDown. And why? Because he loves the Windy City, and let's face it, who doesn't love a little homecoming party with a side of wrestling chaos? Punk started his promo with a throwback to July 17th, 2011. Ah, the good old days. He reminded us of the pressure he felt back then and got the crowd hyped up with some classic call and response action. Did I embarrass myself? Crowd, no. Did I embarrass Chicago? Crowd, no. It's like a wrestling version of Simon Says. But things took a turn when Punk talked about his beef with Drew McIntyre. Apparently, Drew's been kicking Punk while he's down, and Punk's not the type to just turn the other cheek. No, sir, he's from Chicago. Turning the other cheek is only for deep dish pizza slices. And just when you thought things couldn't get spicier, out comes Paul Heyman. This guy knows how to make an entrance. Dressed in a suit, Heyman strutted down to the ring while the fans chanted ECW. It's like watching your uncle crash a party, and everyone suddenly wants to do the Macarena. Heyman, being the smooth talker he is, told Punk that Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline were gunning for him. Solo even showed up with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They gave Punk two options: respect the Bloodline or risk never wrestling again. Talk about an ultimatum. It's like choosing between a rock and a hard place, but the rock is on fire, and the hard place is a cactus. But wait, there's more. Just as things were heating up, Cody Rhodes, WWE champion, entered the ring wielding a bat and looking like he just stepped out of a superhero movie. Cody challenged Solo to a match, and just like that, the stage was set for an epic showdown. So, what do you think is going to happen next? Will Punk and Cody team up to take down the Bloodline? Will Solo prove he's the true head of the table? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and let's get this discussion rolling. Next up, we had some backstage drama that you won't want to miss. Bianca Belair was chatting with Jade Cargill about getting their women's tag team titles back. But Bianca had other priorities tonight, like qualifying for Money in the Bank. Talk about multitasking. Bianca made her way to the ring, ready to throw down. Once Cody versus Sikoa was made official, we saw Cody backstage, looking like a man on a mission, with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens giving him the pep talk of a lifetime. Randy was all, "Are you sure about this?" And Cody, being the confident champ he is, was like, "I've got this." Classic Cody. Now on to the women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. We had Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Michin duking it out in the ring. Belair and Michin teamed up to knock Green out of the ring, but that didn't last long. Green came back, swinging literally, with a punch to Belair's mouth. Ouch. Michin tried to roll up Belair for a quick win, but it wasn't that easy. After some intense back and forth, Green hit a stunning suicide dive on both women. And trust me, she was as shocked as we were that she nailed it. After a break, we returned to see a triple belly-to-back suplex off the turnbuckle. It was like watching synchronized swimming, but with more pain and fewer nose clips. Bayley was watching backstage, probably thinking, "Glad I'm not in there." The match continued with near falls and high-impact moves, including Michin hitting Eat Defeat on Belair, only for Green to swoop in and almost steal the win. Belair unleashed a released German suplex and then the KOD, but Green, ever the opportunist, tossed Belair out and pinned Michin for the win. Congratulations to Chelsea Green, your new qualifier for Money in the Bank. Meanwhile, Bayley, our WWE Women's Champion, was watching backstage. Blair Davenport decided to stir the pot, promising to beat Naomi next week and cash in on Bayley. Talk about confidence. Backstage again, Paul Heyman was with Solo Sikoa, who had a cryptic message for the Tongans. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear it due to a sound issue. but you can bet it was something juicy. Next, we had Grayson Waller, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, getting interviewed by Kayla Braxton. Waller was all about qualifying for Money in the Bank for Austin Theory, who wasn't there this week. But DIY's Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa weren't buying it and confronted Waller, calling him out for not caring about Theory. And then, things took a bloody turn. The garage door opened to reveal CM Punk, a bloody mess, with Drew McIntyre standing over him like a victorious gladiator. Drew carried Punk to the entrance area and even took a bracelet off Punk's wrist as a trophy. Talk about adding insult to injury. SmackDown GM Nick Aldis tried to intervene, but McIntyre shoved him aside like he was swatting a fly. The medical team rushed in to stretcher Punk away, and it was a somber moment for everyone. But as they say in wrestling, the show must go on. Carmelo Hayes was already in the ring, and we got to see Tama Tonga's entrance, followed by the always epic entrance of Randy Orton. Barrett mentioned that Solo Sikoa didn't want Randy Orton or Kevin Owens to qualify for Money in the Bank. Looks like we've got more drama on our hands. Buckle up, folks, because the men's Money in the Bank qualifying match is next. Randy Orton, Tama Tonga, and Carmelo Hayes faced off in a high-stakes battle. Tama and Melo teamed up early to take down Orton with punches and kicks, but alliances don't last long in the ring. Orton hit Melo with an uppercut and tossed Tama out of the ring. Melo tried to take advantage with a forearm to Orton's back, but Orton wasn't having it. He knocked both guys down and slammed them onto the commentary table. Talk about a crash landing. After the break, Tama took control, but Melo fought back with a super kick and a facebuster. Orton wasn't out for long, though. He broke up a pin and delivered a power slam to Tama and a superplex to Melo. Orton was on fire. In true Viper fashion, Orton set up for the RKO, but Tonga Loa tried to interfere. Kevin Owens jumped in to stop him, leading to Orton sending Tama out of the ring. Melo seized the moment with a roll-up on Orton for the win. Carmelo Hayes qualifies for Money in the Bank, joining Jey Uso. Corey Graves called it the upset of the year. Next, we saw a video package from Raw highlighting the Wyatt Six debut. This mysterious group, led by Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy, attacked random people backstage, including Chad Gable. Creepy, right? After the break, Louisiana Knight made a dramatic entrance calling out Logan Paul. Knight trashed Paul for being a coward and hyped up their upcoming triple threat match at Madison Square Garden. But before Paul could respond, Santos Escobar interrupted. Escobar accused Knight of calling out Paul like a fanboy and delivered a cheap shot kick. Knight fought back, hitting Escobar with the BFT, but Logan Paul ambushed Knight from behind, sending him shoulder first into the ring post. The tension is real, folks. Up next, another men's Money in the Bank qualifying match featuring Andrade, Grayson Waller, and Kevin Owens. But just as Owens made his entrance, he was attacked by Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Randy Orton came to Owens' aid, but Owens was left limping. Despite the ambush, the match went on with all three men giving it their all. Owens even hit a senton, but his injured knee slowed him down. Waller and Andrade had their moments, but Owens hit a swanton bomb on Andrade for a near fall. Waller broke it up and targeted Owens' knee, hitting a DDT on the floor. Andrade caught Waller with the message neckbreaker for the win. Andrade joins Jey Uso and Carmelo Hayes in the Money in the Bank ladder match. What a night it's shaping up to be. Backstage, Tiffany Stratton mocked Meekin for not winning her Money in the Bank qualifying match. Meekin fired back, but Nia Jax showed up to ram Meekin into an equipment case, backing up Stratton. Things are heating up, folks. Cody Rhodes faced off against Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE title in our main event tonight. Cody brought the fight early on, sending Solo flying with a suicide dive and smashing him into the steel steps. But just as things heated up, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa stormed the ring, attacking Cody and causing chaos. It looked like the match was over in just 2 minutes. Luckily, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens rushed to Cody's aid, delivering stunners and RKOs left and right. The ring was a battlefield. But the surprise didn't end there. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, made a jaw-dropping appearance. He laid waste to Owens and Orton with brutal attacks, showing just how dangerous he can be. Jacob even flattened Cody Rhodes with a superfly splash through the commentary table. The crowd erupted with "holy shit" chants. Solo and Jacob stood tall alongside Tama and Loa, leaving Paul Heyman in shock. What a way to close out the show. Looks like tensions are at an all-time high between Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton, and the Bloodline. Could we be seeing a huge tag team showdown at Money in the Bank? It's going to be explosive. Well, that wraps up another thrilling episode of WWE SmackDown. Stay tuned for more action-packed moments and surprises. Until next time, keep rocking WWE Universe. If you enjoyed our video, please like, share, and subscribe to Royal Wrestle S.